Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome, man. Welcome to Beyond Classic Rock. Today, man, I've got a concept album coming your way. It's a full album by Iron Maiden, and this one is called Seventh Son of the Seventh Son. And first off, I know that it's their third concept album, and that information is being provided to me by Greg Wilson. Thanks very much for the recommendation. Greg says, "Hi SDB, hope all is well. I'd like to request a full album reaction. Iron Maiden's third concept album, Seventh Son of a Seventh Son. Seventh Son was released during my junior year in high school and is my personal favorite from Iron Maiden. I hope you enjoy." Awesome. You know I'm going to enjoy Iron Maiden, man. I can't think off the top of my head of anything that I've heard from them that I have not found a liking to. So it's pretty much a given, man. So let's hit this up. Just so you know, I am busy as hell these days, man. And I was humming and hawing, trying to figure out how to get reactions done. I was even really seriously considering shutting down the platform, man. That busy. So with that said, I'm going to cut this in half, bounce to work, and then come back and then finish it off. Okay, so you're going to get 2, maybe 3 videos covering this album reaction, including the review. So just so you know how I'm going to roll here. All right. Side 1, Iron Maiden, Seventh Son of a Seventh Son. Let's get it.
Seven deadly sins, 7 ways to win, 7 holy paths to hell, and your trip begins. 7 downward slopes, 7 bloodied hopes, 7 are your burning fires, 7 your desires.
Cheers, baby. You guys know the story of Ghost Rider from Marvel Comics? That's what I'm thinking of. He's recruiting this poor couple's kid to be a his vessel.
Twins, they are exhausted. Seven is this night. Gemini is rising, and the red lips kiss the white. Seven angels, seven demons battle for his soul. Gabriel lies sleeping. This child was born today.
That proverbial fight between good and evil over the souls of man. If this sort of shit intrigues you, read Piercing the Darkness by Frank Gray. It deals with exactly this.
One more dies and one more lives. One baby cries, one mother grieves. For all the sins you will commit, you'll beg forgiveness and none I'll give. A web of fear shall be your coat to clothe you in the night. A lucky escape for you, young man, for else you're down in endless nights. Moonshine, hear the mandrake scream. Moonshine, open the seventh seal. Moonshine, you'll be mine soon, child. Moonshine, take my hand tonight.
You know, one of the best things about Iron Maiden is they've got all of this boom and thunder of their signature sound, but it doesn't take away or drown out Bruce Dickinson's vocals. You can understand everything he's singing. That's rare.
Infinite dreams, I can't deny them. Infinity is hard to comprehend. I could hear those screams, even in my wildest dreams. Suffocation, waking in a sweat. Scared to fall asleep again in case the dream begins again. Someone chasing a cannonball, standing rigid, a nightmare statue. What a dream! Where will it end? And will I transcend?
It's like Bruce has two voices.
Restless sleep, the mind's in turmoil. One nightmare ends, another fertile. It's getting to me, so scared to sleep, but scared to wake now. It's too deep. Even though it's reached new heights, I revelate the restless nights. It makes me wonder, makes me think there's more to this. I'm on the brink.
talking to someone, or is he having like a discussion with himself, trying to outline the parameters of his belief? Especially with these dreams haunting him, he needs to know how to go forward. I think that's what this is about. I love concept albums, man. Man, I love these instrumental breaks in between. It really makes you think harder about the subject matter, don't you? You can see like events playing out in your mind's eye. There's any truth to that, person. You get just one go, brother.
Can I play with madness? Give me the sense to wonder.
So the child is now an adult, and he's seeking answers.
I screamed aloud to the old man. I said, don't lie
terrible advice from a prophet. You're supposed to be supporting and giving comfort and a solution. These riffs are incredible.
Can I play with madness? Stare at its crystal ball. Can I play with madness? There's no vision there at all. Can I play with madness? The prophet looked and he laughed at me. He said, can I play with madness? He said, you're blind, too blind to see. Can I play with madness?
That was excellent. What's great about this concept album so far is that you can really follow the story of the young man's growth, where he is, and he's at that point where he's wondering which way to go. Kind of like Anakin, should I embrace the dark side of the Force or not? Can I play with madness?
Love is a razor and I walk the line on that silver blade. Slapping the dust with his darker eyes, red with a slaughter of innocence. And I will pray for her.
Wow, man. Powerful. These guys are just on it, man. Let me tell you. Great instrumentation, great musicianship. Those instrumental breaks in between, they really know how to construct a concept album and keep you engaged. You know, you're thinking about the scenario playing out. They drop some verb on you and then they go into the instrumentation on you and you're thinking about it, and then they give you a little bit more and then they have the instrumental breaks again. That staggering effect between vocals and instrumentation, that's the way you do a concept album, man, let me tell you. But I gotta admit, this last song, The Evil That Men Do, following the storyline, I'm a little bit lost. I'm trying to interpret what this fourth song really is saying. Is it, has this guy kind of embraced the dark side of things? And did he sacrifice his daughter? Is that what I'm getting? To get more power, to be able to fight. I think that maybe he sacrificed his daughter in a ritual to get more power. Is that kind of like what I'm getting from this song? I'm not quite sure, but that's kind of like what I'm getting, is that maybe he went into the dark side, fighting fire with fire, darkness with darkness, that sort of thing. That's kind of like what I'm getting. I might be wrong. Let me know if I'm wrong or not. Anyway, overall, so far, man, I definitely give this concept album so far 2 thumbs up. And it is shaping up to be one of my favorite concept albums. And if it carries on like this through part 2, it might just be, I would say, probably in the top 3 of my favorite concept albums so far. We'll see. It's still got a little ways to go. It would be right behind the Who's, Tommy, and Quadrophenia. You know, it would be that good to me if it continues the way it's going. So, with that said, y'all, I gotta bounce, man. I just don't have enough time to do what I really want to do these days. So what I'll do is I'll get my ass to work, come back, hit up part 2, and then attach the review to part 2. Hopefully they'll all catch on to YouTube. Fingers crossed that something will catch on to YouTube. YouTube's been kicking the shit out of me lately, man. And a lot of people are wondering, hey, STB, where did you go? Where did you go? Well, you gotta know by now that I have other platforms. And, you know, a lot of the times I'm very active on a weekly, daily basis, but you gotta know where to go, right? And if you've been following me for a while on YouTube, if you're watching this on YouTube and you don't see an upload in the next day or 2 or 3, that means that there are uploads, but it's just not making it onto YouTube. So you've got to go to my Vimeo, or you've got to go to my Patreon for whichever platform. You know, this is the Beyond platform, so you've got to go to my Beyond platform Patreon page, which is public. I make that publicly accessible to everyone. Okay, so that's what you got to do. Sometimes you got to go searching a little bit. So it's not that I'm dead in the water and I'm not doing anything. It's just that a lot of the times, more, I would say about 65%, I'm kind of following it by graph, is blocked on YouTube. So to get most of my reactions, all of them, you've got to go check out my other platforms, because you're missing out. Especially if you're a Led Zeppelin fan, 75% of all of my Led Zeppelin stuff is not on YouTube. You got to go and you've got to check out my Vimeo or my public Patreon. The sad thing about Vimeo and my Patreon is, unlike YouTube where you can just skip around, you've got to scroll and scroll and scroll. And we're looking at 3 years of content now, so you'll be scrolling for a while. But I'd like to say that it's worth your time to do a little scrolling. Anyways, man, that is side 1 of this excellent concept album so far. Really enjoying it. Iron Maiden, man, their musicianship, they are the perfect candidates for a concept album. And I'm really glad that they actually had the inclination to do a concept album. That's fantastic. All right, y'all. I'll see you guys a little bit later. Have a good one. Have a safe day. And can't wait for part 2. Peace.